Hello everyone, welcome along to the Palfish Training Pond. It's Teacher Liam here again, and I'm going to be running through today something that's super exciting and really useful, and not a lot of people seem to really understand it. It's the Palfish Reading App. Now yes, Palfish have made it so that we can interact with our students in many different ways. We can share content, reach out to them, liking, commenting, sharing. I've just literally been into Teacher Wayne's live. He's just had a massive session about it. We had about nearly 300 teachers all listening. It was really exciting. I learned a lot myself actually, because he seems to be really great at marketing and it's been really successful. But I think a lot of people just need the basics. So I thought what I'd do is, I'm actually not super proficient on the Palfish Reading App either. So what we're going to do is just take a look at this app and let's just go into it. So I've got a brand new account using my WeChat account. Yes, I'm lucky. I live in Asia. I have a WeChat account. Let's just blur this away. We're going to log in on WeChat. And there we go. We have logged in on WeChat. Now this is my second account. It's not my main account. I wanted to make it look as authentic as possible. As like you are guys, you're watching this video, you're a new teacher. This is probably what it's going to look like. So first of all, you can take a look here. I've got a few pictures there that I've posted. It's always good to share photos. If you've got a ton of photos that are fulfilling the three main criteria, which I've set out before previously and said in my groups. Number one, are your pictures child friendly? Let's take a look. Yes. Number two, are your pictures showing some kind of reference to Asia or making a connection with your students? I have a Chinese wife. No, we can't all marry someone from China, but that's my thing. If you don't have that, as I said before, you can always share pictures of you in the classroom with your Chinese students, which is nice and easy to share. There's a lovely picture here, me and my wife. You can take a look at that. I'm even holding chopsticks. Wow. These are quite old photos, actually. And number three, evidence of outgoing or active nature. I think that's the best thing to do. Number three, as you can see, I have a very crazy picture of me there with a funny hat on. So let's go back. That's my pictures. So I've uploaded some pictures, which is really, really cool. Next one here we've got is the work section. So remember, I've just clicked on my profile in the top left and I filled out my details. You can also fill out your details by hitting that little cog you can see in the top right there. Lucky for us, this one's in English. And here you go. We've got all the details here. Your birthday, fill that in. Your mobile phone number. I don't think it's too big of a deal, but to make sure you protect that password and keep things, nice and safe on your account, it's definitely worth putting in your mobile number. I'm sure you don't need your parents to verify anything for you. So that's all good there. Take a look at the rest of the settings if they apply to you, and if not, let's head back. So as you can see there across the top bar, we have got a followers, a following, and 2 achievements. Now the achievements, we don't need to worry about those too much. But you basically collect achievements when you read the books. If you buy the VIP and use the VIP reading books, you can also earn extra additional points and unlock these achievements. Here we go. Here's one here called Sonic Fish. Participate in the activity and publish a workbook to obtain. Now, if you like this and you think it's really fun, you can quite happily sit and go through all of these achievements. It can give you some motivation on the app, because I know that sometimes it can be a bit of a grind if you are getting into reading the books every single day, posting those moments, liking, commenting, engaging. It can become a bit of a full-time job, but that's unfortunately necessary these days. We really have to put in the work in. So yeah, the achievements are quite fun because you can literally just say, okay, I'm going to work towards this achievement. If you don't understand what it means, all you need to do is take a print screen. I'm not going to go through it now because I feel like it's quite straightforward. You take a print screen with your iPad. You can head over to Baidu Fangyi. It's a Baidu Translate. It's an app they use in Asia. I think personally, in my opinion, Baidu Translate is the best translating app available. It's from probably the biggest company in China. So, their authority on the language is pretty good, but there are tons of other really good ones as well. If you live in Asia, sometimes there's issues with VPN and things like that, so we tend to use the Chinese availability. Anyway, yeah, so tons of available achievements there. Try and hunt them all, like Pokemon, and hopefully, if you get them all, in the process of getting them all, you would have read a ton of books, you would have engaged with tons of students, you would have gone onto the app and done everything you needed to do to really make your Palfish advertising brand a success. Anyway, so that's the achievements. We've also got the following. You can take a look here at people that are following me, and of course, people that are my followers. Very straightforward, just like on the teaching app. Give a few people a follow. Look, I can see there, Matt, Sue, let's give them a follow, and we can follow them on the reading app. But we really should be focusing on kids. Getting likes and follows from teachers is great and fun, and it's really good to engage with other teachers, because by doing so, you're going to learn so much, because everyone's experience is different. Old or new, you get some people that just come straight on the app and they are filled up within 5 seconds. Palfish think they're amazing and they've had amazing trial classes and they are filled up. Do not compare yourself to them. Every single person is different and they've had different experiences. Some people take a month, some people take 6. If you want Palfish to be a reality, you need to just put the work in and build your castle. Eventually it will be finished. I can promise you that. As long as you're doing everything that the mentors and the admins have advised. So here we got some moments. These are called grow up. Okay, it's a strange word, I know, but they call it the grow up section, and the grow up section is pretty tough. Now, it's similar to the moment section over at the teachers section, the teachers app, except that they're a bit more strict on the content that gets posted. Tons of people will upload a whole ton of videos. They'll upload a ton of things. I'm not quite sure how the photos are working right now. Some teachers seem to have access to posting photos, others don't. I would say that we should really be focusing on the videos, and that means creating solid personal content that is fun for kids. I don't mean, posting yourself in a class, doing a trial that's not really required. Why don't you show your talents? For example, if you do Taekwondo, show yourself performing that. There's tons of kids in China. I can see some just outside my window. I live very close to a martial arts school that are interested. When they see your video, they will engage and participate and really want to get to know you because you found a common ground with them. So posting these really sort of personal videos that you've put a lot of effort into really go a long way. Don't just share the random content that everyone else shares. It's pointless. Put some effort in. And guess what? If you really can't make anything on the Grow Up app, if you're really sucking at sharing videos, don't worry. You can head over to a website. I shouldn't really advertise them, but like Fiverr.com, I think is the go-to. There's tons of professionals on there. I'm not going to advertise anyone specifically because I don't want anyone to think this is kind of like a plug or anything like that, but it's just a go-to respected website. People will help you make a professional video there for about $3 to $4, maybe $10 because it's a video, and if you're willing to invest $10 in yourself for a video that could produce 50 students that pay you 55 to 75 RMB per hour, it's a no-brainer, right? So don't take everything like, I shouldn't have to pay for that, I shouldn't have to pay for that. We need to be professionals and we're private contractors. We need to make sure that we are pushing ourselves to the absolute limit. If you opened yourself a company, an online teaching company, you'd pay for advertisement, right? You'd pay for logos, you'd pay for banners, you'd pay for all these business expenses, and this is no different, okay? You are running your own personal business, you're running yourself. It's just that we have contracts with Palfish, of course, the private contracts when we get paid and things like that. That essentially is our responsibility to provide services when they are required. You can look at the contract to find out more. Anyway, so let's just quickly finish up. The Grow Up app. So head on to here, you can see tons of kids posting moments. Just scroll down there, it's really fun. Some of those videos are really interesting. You can like them, I can comment something. Try to find ways to engage with the kids' content. So, don't engage with the teachers' content as much. If you like, it's fun, go ahead and do it. But my personal opinion is we're going to look at really good readers. Like, let's take a look at this. It's the first kid that's come up. Her name's Sarah Xiaomei, okay? She's a VIP, so she's obviously paying for the reading content. She's got the gold crown there. You can see the gold crown. VIP in China
限时0元 VIP 学费全返，开心读绘本，零基础到美国小学水平哦。
That's what VIP means. There's different levels of VIP depending on how much money they've invested. You can see here they can get gifts, rewards. These are kids that have a advanced and extended interest in the app. So we should be targeting these kids. So I see Sarah there and I think like, do you know what? I'm not going to watch her video, but she seems very cute, very nice. I'd love to have her as a student. Every single kid on the app is a potential student as long as you're respectful and engage with them in a certain way. So she likes read. I'm just going to guess from this photo, she likes reading. So I'm going to give her a like. I'm going to head over, I'm going to comment something here. And we can see that, you know, there's tons of engagements on here. Other teachers are talking to them. But nevertheless, we're going to try and engage. So we can leave them a comment saying, you know, hey, I think you did really well. Try and be personal, you know, engage with the children, engage with the parents, the potential customers, and sort of send them a message which is personal to them about what they're doing. Don't just leave a generic comment, copy and paste spam. It doesn't work. You have to be genuine with people. And when they see that you're genuine, you will get a response, okay? I think Wayne's proved that time and time again with his marketing live. He has parents message him left, right, and center from the amount of marketing he does on the Reading app, the Grow Up app, all those kinds of things. Anyway, let's just cut this area short. Bottom right of the app, you can see here is a big plus, a big yellow plus. Let's tap on that. It does say picture and text there. As I said, some teachers, I think the older teachers, have the ability to post some pictures and text on there. I'm not quite sure the permissions on that. Don't worry about it. Let's focus on the videos here. Now I can post some content, put a title, add some tags. Again, it's all in Chinese. If you really want to know what everything says, it's not too much of a big deal. Just print screen, paste it onto a copy and paste a app, which I'm going to say, Baidu Translate is a great one to use. I just do that, hit the photo, translate the page. It's very clean, crystal clear. No problems at all there. But anyway, you've also got that third option down there where you can actually engage with people's books. It's pretty self-explanatory on that one as well. Essentially, you're just going to listen to people's books and then you can just comment and like on those as well. Okay, but anyway, that's it. That's the Grow Up section. Very straightforward. You can search up here for different types of content being posted. Again, we're going to be hunting those children with gold VIP logos because they are paying customers. And they're people that are likely to respond to you. They are people that are likely to be looking if they haven't already found an OKC teacher. Be vigilant when you click on their profile. You can see here, this child here, I'm not going to say their name, I'm going to blur out the picture. She's verified, she's got the VIP, she's 7 years old, she's been posting lots of books here, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. I can see here she's got a few likes already from other teachers, that's really cool. She did really well in those books as well. So if I want to, I can give her a like, give her a follow, and post a comment on her work saying, you know, you did great, or something similar. Okay, that's a way you can engage with those students. Now you have to just repeat this process multiple times across lots of different methods. Don't be afraid if a student has a ton of teachers talking to them. If you can be the one to engage with them, then you will be successful. We don't harass people though. This is how I'm going to finish this section. We do not harass people. We're not going to send more than one, okay, or perhaps two at a max. We're going to engage with a comment. If they don't reply to us, if they don't follow us, if they're not interested, then we're going to leave it at that, because we're going to have to assume that that kid has found the goal, the product they are looking for. They are currently happy with their situation. So we're not going to spam follow them. We're not going to, constantly send them messages every single day hoping that they reply. That's just bad practice. Again, my opinions, not official, but that's how it's going to go. Okay then, anyway, so that's the Grow Up section. Let's go back. Works. Pretty very self-explanatory, I think. We are going to engage on the Reading app and do some books. We're going to read some books which other kids will engage with because they can see those on your profile, they can click on the books, and they can actually listen to the teacher. Now, you know what's really, really important in China is people's accent. Different customers and different people in China, of course there's other countries as well, but we're focusing on the Chinese market in this app. They like different accents. Maybe their mum went to university in Scotland, so she loves the Scottish accent. Maybe she went to the Estates. Maybe the dad just did some business in the south of England, so he loves that one. They will use the things like the books to find accents that they like, and then they will select teachers based on that. Ultimately, the parents have the ultimate decision about which teachers they like. So all we can do is utilize the tools that Palfish has given us in order to make sure that we have effectively marketed in every way possible. Anyway, take a look at this. There's a little achievements list there as well. This button you can click, it's just below your profile picture, and it is like a level system. The more you interact with the app, you earn more points and you get a higher badge. It's pretty fun, and also gives you little targets whilst you're on the app as well, because as I said, it can get monotonous as you keep repeating the same actions over and over again. So, these little games and things like that, they can be fun. I'm going to try and get level 3 today, give you a target. I'm going to follow 400 children. I'm going to try and engage with 400 potential customers. Use these little games and achievements. They're really fun, and, it gives you something to work towards rather than just going through a single grind. So we're just going to take a look now at the frog at the top right. Let's take a look here. Boom! And we have all of our books. Now, teachers can choose the book they like and they can read it. And basically, the app will give you a little score, say how you did, good for the children, that kind of thing. But essentially, these are the books that you can read and share on your profile. Now, other kids will look at your profile and check this to find out, what's your accent like? How do you sound? It's totally useful. It gives you content to share. It also gives, more voiceovers for the parents to know what kind of a person you are. You can usually tell if you're really outgoing by reading a story in a really kind of, I'll say Disney-esque way. But yeah, Go Car Go, so I can select that one. It's all in English, really easy to understand, isn't it? The record button, I just hit the record button and there I go, I'm off. Or I can listen to it back afterwards and check if I really like it. You see that little number there under it? That's just how many times people have looked at this book. Again, really self-explanatory. I can like it with a little heart. All these extra functions, they're not particularly useful, but the main focus is I'm going to record this book and I'm going to publish it. The rest of it is all just part of the app. It's all fun and games, okay? So we can also go along here to good works, and if I don't know how to read this book for whatever reason and I want to know a really cool style, I can listen to the other kids that did it. And
Go, car, go!
And that's really useful. I can also use this section here, the popular and the ranking and the latest sections to find, boom! Yeah, you've got it. People that use the reading app a lot. So these are the kind of people that have used the reading app so much with their VIP and they've read really well. They've managed to get the top scores on the ranking, 100%. I'm not sure how easy it would be to get 100%, but I guess they're pretty good because I couldn't get 100% on that one. That's pretty good. These are the popular ones. The most important one, though, is the latest section. Now, why is that the one the most important? Because these are the kids that have just read the book. Today at 10:11. That means this kid, let's click on his name, boom. He's got 6 people following him. He's got 13 followers. This kid's a new customer. Maybe he's just bought VIP. He's just come on and he's read a few books. He's active. So why don't we engage with him? Let's start, click on one of his books, give him a like, well done. Head over to the comment section, drop him a comment. Remember, we can use the message function over here to send him a message. That's totally cool and acceptable. Just introduce yourself. But remember, if you don't receive a message back, we're not going to follow up and harass them. We're not going to keep sending them copy and paste messages. We're going to send short, sweet introductions just to introduce yourself, say that try and engage with that student. But we're not going to go further than what would be, I think we all know what's acceptable here, but some people have, overstepped the boundary a few times. So it's important just to note, send one message to introduce yourself. If you don't get a reply, it's usually a bad sign. If you do get a reply, try your best to engage with users. You can even use Chinese. If you want to head over to the Baidu Translate app as well, you can translate basic sentences very clearly and have small conversations. Before you know it, you might find yourself with an OKC booking. But just play it in well, hold your face, don't, overexert yourself and just respect the other people. Quickly going over the chat functions whilst we're here, you'll notice in the bottom right, it has a plus sign. We click on the plus sign and boom, we can send red packets. Now, on this app, we have something called shells. Shells is a currency which teachers can gain by using the app and also send to students. Students can use those shells to basically get rewards and things through the app. They need quite a lot of shells, but a lot of the kids, they like to collect them. So we as a teacher can read a ton of books, earn the shells, and then use that to our advantage. Why don't we send this child, I'm sure he's a lovely guy, or his parents, a red packet. Hit the plus, red packet. Red packet, also known in China as a hongbao, as a little gift. I've got 800 shells. Let's send him 500. I'm going to be really generous. Yeah. I thought your reading was really great. Well done. Here is a little gift. So it's short, it's sweet. I'm not pushing him, I'm not asking him too much, I'm just trying to engage a conversation in a neutral way. Okay, so here's the red packet, boom, I've just sent it to him. Next time he opens his app, he'll see my red packet of shells that I've earned from reading the books, which helps me to mark it, and oh, look, there you go, he's opened it already. So we can see here straight away he's active on the app right now, and I don't know, maybe he'll give us a reply. We can find out a little bit later. That'll be interesting, won't we? So anyway, heading back, so we've covered that section of the app. We can see here now that all of that is going to be a ton of books we can read. You can spend hours here, honestly guys, and please do. If you have a dream of working on Palfish for 40 hours a week, if that's your dream schedule, if your dream schedule is 30 hours a week and you're not currently getting 30 hours a week, you need to spend that time equivalent working on your brand management, working on your advertisement, working on your engagements, and here is the place to do it. It's been given to you, okay? There's so many mixed feelings about the reading app because people are just not utilizing it correctly, okay? They're not using it respectfully, and as I've just explained, it's a very simple process, and we're gonna see if it bears fruit, okay? We're gonna see if it bears fruit, and see if they say thank you in the end. Send him a hong bao, and it should be great. Okay then guys, so we're continuing on. I know this is a bit of a long video, but I think it's really necessary if you want to take it seriously to understand all of the functions. So far we've got the frog. The frog is for reading. The little TV is to understand what kind of content is available. You see that little girl in the top right, the top left with the 0 UN symbol? If you click on her, that's just a little promotion for the kids. They just put it on there. This is basically an advertisement for a one-on-one speaking course. It's fantastic, and that girl should be very proud because she's made it onto the advertisements all over Palfish. So I'm sure she's very happy. Anyway, number 3, we're going to look at the whale. So take a look here. This is a standard Chinese hongbao game. It's probably not useful at all really to foreign teachers, but let's go ahead and spin it. Oh yeah! I got the top prize. Oh, I wonder how to spend that. Oh, so I got a voucher, 50 yuan off. That's awesome. Okay then, so if I was a prospective student, I have just earned a voucher, money off of this package of some kind. So that's great. Again, so the whale function is not going to be particularly useful for us. Let's ignore that one now. Let's head over to the duck. Okay, so we've got some more reading here. As you can see, this one we're going to the first section in green is we're going to listen to the story. We're then going to hit the microphone to record it. And this is just another way of reading some basic books. Okay?
听绘本
As you can see,
Big A.
we've got lots of ways to listen to the story.
Little.
It's really interactive. We can scroll right through that though, because I'm sure most of us know the story.
录绘
Moving on to
本
the second section here, we're now going to record
Big
using the
A.
microphone app. And that's
小
just
朋友
another way
点击单
to
词
interact with the books on this app, as well as going through the list. This is like a kind of adventure mode, we'll call it. It's pretty much just like the book selection section, except this one's going to kind of give a child using the app perhaps like a bit of an adventure. They can do one book per day, you know, and eventually sort of earn rewards as they go through the story. It's a nice way for the kid to feel like they've appreciated and, you know, they've earned something along the way rather than just selecting at random. Again, I think we're going to ignore that section because we can just select those books from the frog. Okay then, moving on, we're going to move down to the little shop on the right, third down, little shop, clicking on that. So it brings up, again, more vouchers, very popular things to use on Chinese apps, lots of hongbaos, lots of vouchers, money off coupons. Yeah, I'll have a 10 yuan coupon, why not? Thank you so much. This is a redemption shop, really, really cool. Palfish has allowed children to buy Palfish merchandise from their reading app, which is basically like school bags, stationery. You can see here, you know, it's pretty fun, and it gives the kids some incentive to really push hard on the apps and engage with the native speaking teachers. Also doing the reading app and the other apps they've got available, there's loads of stuff here that I wish teachers could buy, because some of these would be amazing props in the classroom. I hope we see some of that in the future, especially that pillow. I really want the pillow. Someone please send me the pillow. Yeah, but anyway, this is the store. Again, not a very useful function, so we don't really need to take a look at that one. Let's go back. Okay, moving on. So, moving down to the carousel at the bottom. Now, this carousel is, of course, the grow up section that we've looked at the start. Very self-explanatory as we've been through it already, and nice and easy. Final, we've got the little boat in the corner. This, again, is not too useful. This is going to be really good stuff for the kids, advertisements, things Palfish are sharing, events, activities. Some of the achievements that you need on your account will actually require you to engage with these activities. So if you really want to go for those achievements, I recommend that you head over to that section and simply click on the advertisement that you want.
10元礼包大派送啦！投影仪、电动文具等8件好礼等你拿哦。
You can head over to that section and basically just copy and translate those pictures, look for those events and see if you can earn that badge. But that's really just if you want to have tons of fun. So overall, those are the sections on the main menu. As we've found out, the frog at the top right is useful for reading the books. Click on that. Publish those on your account. And if we go back, we've got the TV section. That can be fun. Not so useful if you're just looking to engage with students, but this is really good to get ideas for content. The next one, the whale and the duck, not so useful, I don't think. Some people may disagree, that's fine. But the biggest one is the carousel at the bottom. Carousel here is our grow up section. It's where we're going to engage with our students. So like I said, just one more time, we're going to scroll down, we're going to like, we're going to comment, and you could even share it if you really wanted to. But we are looking for these VIP students that have paid, and we're looking to try and engage with them 1 or 2 at a time, but respectfully. Well done. Okay, so moving on, let's go down to the bottom. Last but not least, we've got a small bar at the bottom here. We've got the class. This is a basic section where we can interact with foreign teachers. If I am a student, I can take a look here at the different courses that are available, so I can earn some gifts, some hongbao. My classes and information will be here if I am a student. If I've booked a course, it will be here. We don't really need to use that section. VIP, again, if you really want to go crazy on the app, you can actually pay. I think it's 40 yuan for this reading app, 40 yuan a month, which you can actually have taken from your Palfish account, I believe, from this teaching account. So if you teach one lesson for 55, I think, don't quote me on this, you can actually pay for it through the Palfish site, and they're happy to take the money for that, and then you can engage with tons more books. Now, what reasons why it might be worth it is if you're going to be looking at VIP books, you're going to be engaging with VIP kids, which is really good. Not the company, kids that have paid for VIP, which is probably going to bear a lot more fruit. Again, not guaranteed, but you know, if we are looking to try and find those prospective customers, this is probably the place where you're going to find it. I haven't paid for VIP myself, so perhaps I should give that a try next time I'm on my hunt for new students. But for the sake of 40 yuan, you know, what have you got to lose? I'd say probably go for it. But again, disclaimer, it's down to you. It's not necessary to invest any money, but if you want to invest in yourself to give it a try, go ahead. At the bottom there, you do get these pop-ups sometimes that ask you to open the chests. But ultimately, they're just about collecting shells, collecting points, and these achievements. Really fun for the kids and adults. And last but not least, we have the profile. This is the profile center, where we can basically find a ton of buttons which are very scary to most people, but I assure you they are not. At the top, we've got the VIP center across there. That is simply the VIP to read more books. It's the same package that a child would pay for. We can also pay for it to find those students and engage with them with the golden VIP banners. Looking down here, we've got the services list. Very self-explanatory, not going to be too useful for most of the teachers though, so don't be afraid when you come onto the reading app and you see all of these different functions, because most of them we don't really need to use, but they do scare a lot of people. So Forever VIP, that's going to be a service where we
10元礼包大派送啦！投影仪、电动文具等8件好礼等你拿哦。
Pretty cool. I don't know if I'd invest 400 just yet, but if you really are hardcore in Palfish and you're using the reading app a lot, maybe go for it. I don't know. If you've got children, they can use the app to read as well. Definitely something you can look at if you think so. It's necessary. Mobile number and bind WeChat. are just for your account's protection in case someone tries to steal your identity. Most of you teachers, unfortunately, won't have WeChat accounts because they tend to be locked to China, I believe, these days. There are methods of getting them outside of China, but can be a bit of a pain and most likely won't be that necessary. So when you sign up for an account, just sign up with your mobile number, use the teacher login and use your Palfish account. You can just log in as a teacher and it should log you in straight away and link the two accounts. So we don't really need to use the bind WeChat or mobile number functions unless you'd like to. Palfish Kids English, we can click on that. Boom, it takes me straight to our reading app, which is the app here. This is the native one-on-one speaking app. We can see there's a few teachers that are featured. We'll go into that in the next video. Words Camp. Again, taking the look here, it's just another way to advertise to children. This button really is not going to be useful at all to us at this current moment, unless we have children and actually want them to read on this app, which you may well do, but I don't. My son's one. Practice. Again, another advertisement there, not going to be too useful to us. Let's go down to the learning section. Okay, we've got the foreign teacher. If I'm a kid and I want a foreign teacher, I can sign up for some classes here. It's just an advertisement, not useful for us. My favorites. I can save books to be my favorite if I like them. You can too. Next one, my works. Exactly the same from your profile. It's just going to be the books that you've read. I can see there I've got 3 people that have liked my AAA book. That's fantastic. 不错. Wow, thank you so much. See, I actually got a comment from a student. Okay then, moving back. My notebook. If I make mistakes in the book, I can save notes and have some things to remember. Again, I don't think most of us teaching on the app are going to be making mistakes reading these books, but if you do, you're welcome to use the notebook. Reading reports. This is something I believe Palfish do with their children. They can use AI technology and vast methods to actually grade children and show them their progression on the app. When they read books, they can sort of track those with data. You don't really need to understand any of this. It's not really useful to you, but if you are interested, it tends to be them just copying how many books you're reading per week, how many books other people are reading, you know, what level you can get to and how many points you've earned, shells, that kind of thing. The top there, that's the week, and year is the button next to it. Click that, it's month. Ben is a measure of books. My Chinese isn't amazing, but you know, there's just some basic characters there. You can translate it if you've got interest. You can also share that on your reading app. Look, the share button at the top. So that's something interesting, but not particularly useful, so don't be too afraid. Parental control in the help section. I don't think any of us need our parents to control that. AI scoring. Ooh, that sounds very exciting. If I'm a VIP, I can get a computer to tell me how good my English is. That could be fun. If you guys get VIP and you actually use that, please tell me how it was in the comment section, because I bet that's pretty funny. I really wonder how Palfish's AI does. I really do, because I know that obviously they're an American first app, and you get a lot of British teachers on there, and yeah, that could be pretty fun. But it annoys some people as well. Help and feedback, yeah, very similar, just FAQ. This is all in Chinese, but it's an FAQ, just asking people's, you know, regular questions, that kind of thing. And at the bottom, cooperation. If you are a company and you want to work with Palfish, you can send them an email. That's, again, completely irrelevant to us, but just useful to know. Okay then, so that wraps it up. I have gone through most of the functions here on the reading app. I hope it was easy to understand. If there's anything you didn't understand or you've still got questions, please leave me a comment in the section bar. Me or Wayne will get back to you as soon as we can. Just to quickly go through a summary, if you wanted to skip to the end of this video and you didn't want to sit through and listen and learn about all the functions, then I will leave a skip to the end section. This is that section. The useful bits for you to use on this app are going to be the frog. The frog is where you find the books. The TV section, you can find the videos the kids like to engage with, they're pretty fun. And the carousel at the bottom is going to be the grow up section where we post our moments. There's a few things to pay attention to whilst we're on the app. We're going to use those shells to engage with our children. They're fun, and don't go too mad with it, guys, but you can send them red packets. I'm not quite sure how fast they'll respond or if they'll respond, but we can send those and they will open them. So, you know, if you do get a hello back, maybe I should have sent a message. My message was in English. Maybe I should have translated it to Chinese and sent that via the Baidu Translate app and then copied it onto here. that probably would have been better, because if it's a little boy or a little girl, they probably thought, oh, that's just gibberish, I'm going to just take those shells. But nevertheless, you know, the busier your account looks, the better. Because, you know, if you are an account or a new account, reading a ton of apps and following lots of children is going to be really useful, because it makes you look relevant. You know, it's all about the numbers. And if I do send shells to a student and they click on my app and they see that I have 10,000 followers and they think, wow, this guy's really relevant, you know, because I've been working hard on the reading app, they're more likely to want to engage with me. So working hard on these apps is really, really important. Okay then, so I hope you've understood everything here. My name is Teacher Liam. I will be available in our group, the Palfish Training Pond. I'm in there quite a lot because I'm working pretty long hours these days on Palfish. Tons of bookings coming in, especially with the holidays and things like that. It's been going really well so far, and I'm sure for you guys it's on its way too. If you've got any questions, leave those for me there or in the comment section below. I will get back to you as soon as you can. You could drop a follow if you like on YouTube, subscribe and like this video, and it really helps us, you know that people enjoyed it and they want to see more content. But other than that, thank you so much. Don't worry, as promised, here is the little bonus section in which we're going to take a look at. This is Palfish's 1v1 native app. It's the side app next to the reading app. It's in blue. You can download it. Now, we're going to quickly ask the question, why are we going to use this app? Most of the functions are not particularly useful for us. However, if we scroll down here to this section, this is where the fun happens. Teachers can be featured and put onto the native 1v1 app. And if they are featured, lots of parents will bring their attention towards those teachers. Now, the teachers that are selected, there is, I'm going to be honest, no real criteria that we know of particularly, which is why teachers are selected. We can only guess that the teachers that have been selected are good looking, their profiles are attractive, they're good teachers, they have bright, colourful appearances. You know, you can see here there's a whole range of different teachers here from all walks and backgrounds, lots of girls and some boys on there, different ages, young and old. There's really, you know, such a vast set of experience on here, and you can literally learn so much by clicking on their profiles. I'm going to take a look here at Abby. Click on Abby. You know, I can see her profile here. I can see the qualifications she's got, the kind of bio she has. I can learn what kind of content she's posting. Obviously, she's attracted the attention of the head teachers or Palfish. They've decided to feature her. Teacher Haven there from the group. Hello, Haven. Teacher Alice. Yay, hi, Alice. And there's lots of teachers on here. Well done for being featured if you have been featured, but don't panic and think, oh my God, how do I get featured? You will be featured if you deserve to be featured. It's as easy as that. If someone thinks you're worth featuring, they will feature you. You should not worry about being featured. When your time comes, it will come. If you're being the best teacher you can be, your time will come. Don't harass admins about it. Don't harass mentors about it. It's something that just gives you a nice boost. Some teachers have even reported that they got nothing from being featured, probably because their profile wasn't very attractive. But do you know what the best thing about this is? We can click on these teachers and we can see their intro videos. Just hit the play button at the top. So if you haven't already made an intro video, there are so many fun intro videos that these teachers have made. Teacher Melissa, Teacher Lauren, Teacher Lyde, is that Lyde? Apologies, Lyde. And you can see Alice there. Alice has made a really fun video.
Hello, students.
You can see that on there. Lots of effort has gone into all of these videos. And before you make your intro video, I really hope you can come over here, check out these featured teachers. Oh, Teacher Steve, fantastic picture. I love it. And he's got a really cool intro video too. Oh my God, I'm going to watch that later. Excellent. Okay then, guys, so that's the native one-on-one app. Again, very simple app to use, worth downloading. And if you get featured, great job. Don't worry about it though. Keep trying your best, pumping those classes as hard as you can, and your time will come. And when it does, you need to shine bright, because those trials will come in hard and fast. So, as always, well done, and I'll catch you in the next one.